Eine sehr frischen guten Morgen. So welcome back to my channel, my lovely students. This is your German teacher Urvashi Sharma, and I hope you all are fine. And I really hope that you all have completed your work till LEKTION-4. So today I'm gonna start with the revision of advice books. So let us begin. So today I'm gonna sum up this concept thus perfect in few slides, okay, and the concept will be more easier for you now. So please have a look everyone. The very first thing you may see on your screen is the perfect in German, which means the perfect in German used past tense in German. The perfect is used in spoken and non-formal written language with non-modal verbs. So as you can see, there is an image given, and in that image you have haben, sein and participle zwei, which means whenever we have to make a sentence, we need these three things to make the sentence complete. Haben, sein, this is what I taught you in the chapter as well, and second thing is participle zwei. Then next is use of perfect. The perfect is the most used verb tense for referring to past actions in German. It is used for 3 situations. So this means that this is most commonly used and to refer to a past action without any relation to the present. As per this, just focus on one thing, that the perfect, that means this past participle, is most commonly used in German language, especially in the southern Germany. And if I'll talk about northern Germany, then they prefer using the Präteritum, which means the past form. Okay, now next is conjugating the perfect, which means whenever we are making a sentence, it is important for us to conjugate a sentence. So how you will do that? The conjugation of the perfect is easy enough. It is constructed with the verb sein or haben in the present indicative plus participle zwei of the verb, which means that the verb has to change according to subject. So, ich habe ein Bild gemalt, which means I have painted or I painted a picture. So, what is there to observe? That is, sein and haben are the two verbs, and these two verbs need to conjugate on second position according to my subject. Then the question is when to use the auxiliary verbs haben and sein. Actually, this is the biggest question. So, sein is only used as an auxiliary verb for the verb sein, passieren, bleiben, werden. These are some examples, but for transitive verbs and non-reflexive verbs that indicate movement or a change in a state, such as rennen, springen, laufen, fallen, gehen, sterben, schmelzen. So these are the verbs, or these are some basic examples where we will use sein as a helping verb. Reason being, just keep one thing in mind, any verb which will show us movement, which will indicate a change in state, will use sein as a helping verb, like running, jumping, walking, if I'm falling from somewhere, if I'm going to somewhere. So either there will be a movement or there will be a change in state. Suppose if something is melting and ice is melting, so there is a change in state from solid to liquid. So whenever there is a change in state, there is a change in place or a movement is there, we will use sein. And if there is no movement, if there is no change in state, then we will use haben. But 90% of the verbs use haben in German language whenever we are doing a concept of das perfekt. Okay. Then you may have a look on screen, das perfekt, haben and sein. So we have these two helping verbs, and these are the verb conjugations, and you should know these conjugation. If you want, you may write them in your German notebook. And next slide is sein plus movement. This slide will help you to understand that all the sentences gehen, gegangen, go, wandering, flying and traveling, jumping, and then walking. These all are the example where we have a change in place. Movement is there. That's why we are using sein here. So just recall the point, just sum up the point. Here is the summary of all the points. Please have a look on your screen. These are the points which will always help you to understand the concept. Okay, so everybody, please focus on your Erbites book. There are some questions given. Try to attempt them on your own. We have done the same in WebEx as well. Till then, bye bye. See you. Stay home and stay safe, everyone.